Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taping this ceiling in. You would have seen in the last video, I'll leave a link below of us putting it up and pulling it down. And so right now I've just mixed up some corner cement and I've added some accelerant. And just what we're doing now is filling the recess. Now we've got our fiber fuse. Don't use mesh tape. Previous video shows a mesh tape fail. And when you've got the tape up like that, as you can see, it actually sticks to the ceiling, so you don't have to worry about it falling down. It's very easy to manage, very easy to tear off at the end there with the blade and that sort of thing. I like to skim over the top of it as well. Really beds it in, get it nice and flat, and I'm going to take these edges away as well. So there's minimal scraping down on the next coat as well. Do a few screws while I'm in the area. And yeah, just you really want to fill that recess up. The good thing I like to use corner cement, it doesn't shrink as much as other kind of compounds, especially if you want to use multi-purpose for this kind of taping. You're going to be waiting overnight for it to dry. Whereas this, we wait 20 minutes and we'll recoat it because it's dry. The combination of corner cement and the accelerant. If you don't have accelerant, you can also use salt. We use that for a long time. Alright, so this next mix is for the second coat. This mud is still wet and it's already dried on the joints above me here. And you want to scrape it back as well. Oh, we're doing the second joint here. Just fill it in. I push it sideways like that because I actually try to get it in the little cracks of the plasterboard, not just sort of floating on top. I try to really push it in there if you can. I mean, anything bigger, and that's called like a pre-fill, but I still like to try and get it in there. I'm just using a crate at the moment, so I have to get down. It's much easier if you have like a bench. And yeah, it sticks itself to the ceiling, don't worry about that. And then yeah, I always like to skim over the top and then take any excess as well. We're going to take the edges and the other edge, beautiful, and then take the middle so it's nice and flat. Fill it up as much as you can because you don't want any shrinkage. You want it to be pretty good after this second coat that's about to go on as well. Bit of moaning and groaning in this video. Sound like a Maria Sharapova on a grand final tennis match. Alright, so we moved up. I think I moved up to the 10-inch blade here. And just try to load it on. This mud is getting a little bit dry. This is the same mix. And we're just filling that recess again. We don't want to overfill it, really. But we want to make sure we get every bit. And now we're going to take the edge. We're going to take the other edge and then one through the middle. Just float it carefully. Beautiful. Some people use a trowel, a hawk and a trowel. Let me know in the comments what you like to use. Are you a trowel guy like the Drywall gangsters? So yeah, we're scraping back. Some people can do nice big long strokes. Depends on the compound you're using as well. This is corner cement starting to go off, so it doesn't float as good as what other kind of muds might if they're fresh. Still getting a good fill in that recess. I do enjoy just hitting recess joints like this. I do enjoy this plastering. Very enjoyable. You don't want the mud too runny and flying everywhere though. That's pretty much it. Just put another coat on the screws. 3 coats on the screws. And that is it. That's pretty much the video, guys. Thanks for watching this one. I thought I'd do a bit of a voiceover because I'm not adding this sound too much. I'm like screaming like Maria Sharapova. There's the van in the background. And if you're wondering about that big gap around the perimeter, don't worry, in the next video we're gonna tape it. We're gonna tape it. Alright, thanks very much. I'll see you next video, guys. Next video we're gonna do the top coat and we're gonna do cornice.